What's the dumbest thing someone has ever said to you?
I have a friend who doesn't believe many things if he hasn't experienced them himself. He told me he doesn't believe allergies are real. I asked why not. He replied, well, I've never had them. It's all in people's minds.
From a guy I was working with, Hitler could have saved himself a lot of trouble if he just would have put all those Jews on the Titanic. I felt like I was having a stroke.
Had a guy I was working construction with say, I hope the sun comes up on that side today, pointing west, because yesterday, it came up on this side, and it was so hot with us being on the east side of the building. Yeah, bud, that's not how the sun works, lol.
IT work a few years back. Had a director blow up after day 2 of trying to resolve a complex firewall issue that was affecting the finance department receiving invoices. And I quote, "Stop trying to figure out what the problem is and just fix it."
That the Golden Gate Bridge connects North America and Europe. Yeah. Don't even ask.
If an egg is a fruit or a vegetable.
My friend's girlfriend thought JFK was O.J. Simpson's dad.
You shouldn't drink carbonated water, it's full of carbs. I'm rarely at a loss for words, but I almost lost brain cells when I heard that.
I was told that if I did some breathing exercises for 6 months and then checked my blood sugar, my T1 diabetes would just disappear.
Isn't it amazing how dogs just come out knowing commands like sit and lay down? The man was stone cold serious.
I thought windmills cooled down the earth to stop global warming.
Some guy on a Discord server insisted Pakistan is in Africa. I told him that Pakistan is in Asia, and he called me racist and had a little rant.
A work colleague once asked whether any of those ancient prophecies about the end of the world actually came true.
A friend of mine asked me why we didn't see stars when we flew over them. She truly believed that when you were flying on an airplane, you flew over the stars. I was speechless.
Used to work in Yellowstone. The amount of stupid coming through the park is unimaginable. Had a bison come and lay down close to the boardwalk at Old Faithful. A woman holding a toddler started running up to it. Luckily, I had grabbed her by the back of her shirt and pulled her down. She kept screaming she was going to sue me and the lodge for ruining her perfect vacation photo. Then watching a 20-something walking out of the lodge in a swimming suit to go soak in the pots. Telling another tourist that he could not walk off the boardwalk. He became angry and demanded to be allowed to do this. When this happens, we are on higher alert. We always had to watch tourists, like they had IQs of 10.
A supervisor told me you can only get sick if you want to be sick.
I'm from New Mexico and was once told that my English is excellent. Have also been asked for my green card once.
Oh, you're studying computer science, you must be playing a lot of games. Oh, lucky you.
What? Maryland doesn't have any hospitals. My old friend, hands down the stupidest man I've ever met. Heart of gold, though, once called me while he was in Maryland, we're from Ohio, and asked me to call 911 for him because he was having a panic attack and was genuinely worried that he was going to have a heart attack. I proceeded to explain that instead of calling me, he should call 911 himself or go to the hospital. He then started arguing with me that Maryland doesn't have hospitals. He legit thought hospitals only existed in Ohio. It took like 5 minutes to get him to understand that hospitals are literally everywhere. Still absolutely dumbfounded by that conversation 5 years later.
When I was doing tech support, how do I type the upside down I? Ma'am, that's an exclamation mark.
From a family member, years ago, my husband and I are having problems, so we're trying for another baby. That should make things better. I smiled inanely and walked away, stunned.
Last month a coworker asked if I'll run out of blood eventually because donate very couple months. He's 34 years old.
A guy asked me if Hitler was before or after Second World War. We are both native Germans.
Former boss told me his girlfriend at the time, who lived in the US, couldn't FaceTime him because they don't have that over there yet.
My grandma's friend and her daughter said they could hear the International Space Station fly overhead. It sounds like whoosh, lol.
Was talking to the cashier at a 24-hour Tesco's at about 1 in the morning, and he said I don't mind working nights because I'm a necrophile. Me, do you mean nocturnal?
Me, the IT person, walking past a user in the office, that was at her desk. Her computer was slow that day. No one ever realized that having opened 12 programs at once and 15 tabs in Internet Explorer would slow down the junky PCs we had. I said it over and over, but what would the IT guy know about computer performance? She yells out, my computer is connected with a blue network cable and the rest of yours are all yellow. Mine must connect somewhere else, and that's the reason why it runs so slow.
Feces is stored in the liver. No joke.
I'm never going to quit smoking cigarettes. My aunt was healthy until she quit. Then she was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. This was said to me by my manager at a Domino's Pizza, Pennsylvania, USA. I didn't have the time or energy to explain to a man 3 decades my senior that she probably had cancer for a long time, but didn't go to the doctor until she was feeling withdrawal from the nicotine. So we finished our cigs and went back to slinging pizzas. I quit smoking and delivering pizza not long after.
We standardize on a case-by-case basis.